re-engaging in life once you get clean and sober. My thoughts on the subject and how I use silver to gain confidence, to network, and to have a wonderful time living sober. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sobriety and Silver. I woke up sober this morning, very late this morning, because I went to bed sober last night, very late last night, or you could say very early this morning. Today is 1,136 days of continuous sobriety, day 172 of stacking silver, living life and loving life. And I think that is absolutely key to maintain engagement in life to stay sober. All right. I've actually started this video over a few times now because I just feel like I'm not getting my point across, that I'm not getting the words right. And it seems like every time I try to pre-script something in my head, it never comes out right. So before we get into that, I do want to say I have pretty much the same setup that I had in my last video where I was doing the fractional silver challenge. We're packing right now, so I'm running out of room, or I'm running out of flat surfaces to record my video and, have a little something in the screen for you guys to look at, or in the field of view. So I'm in the living room right now on my kitchen table, and the dogs are in here with me, so Lord knows what you guys are going to hear in the background. So hopefully we'll make it through it and they won't act up. All right, engaging in life. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say because, like I said, when I try to pre-script stuff, to me it just doesn't come out right. One of the things that I would do that I was bad at towards the later stages of my alcoholism was I isolated. Now, isolation, you hear that a lot in recovery. That's one of the things to look out for, is even if you're clean and sober, if you're isolating and not engaging in life, not getting out and engaging in the community, that your chances of relapse go up. And I completely agree with that. I was the kind of alcoholic towards the end. Now, at the beginning, when I was in my 20s, I loved going to bars. I loved playing poker. I was on a pool league. I did all that stuff that involved drinking in a drinking environment. You know what I mean? There was very little things that I did that did not involve drinking. Even when I was playing on a slow pitch softball league, I would go have a few beers or whatever before the game. And then usually afterward, somebody brought some beer, so we'd hang out in the parking lot. But as my alcoholism progressed, and as things got worse, which they ultimately will, I found that I was the type of alcoholic that would drink at home, and I would also close the curtains. I'd lock the doors. It could be a beautiful, sunny day outside, warm day, just the kind of day that you really should get out and enjoy. But I didn't want to see it. I was trying to hide the world, or hide myself from the world. And, the shame and the guilt and things like that has a lot to do with it. So I guess in my mind, by me shutting the curtains and keeping the lights off, now I didn't, it wasn't pitch dark, but you kind of get my point. The door's locked. I was shutting everything out. And I would just sit at home and drink and drink and drink. And the only time I would really go anywhere would be to go to the liquor store. Or, maybe go get a pack of cigarettes. But that's the only time I'd really go out and engage in life. So once I did get sober, or once I got clean and sober in 2021, I did do some things different this time that I don't think that I really did or gave a much of an effort in the other times that I had attempted to get clean and sober. Is I started going out and finding communities of like-minded people. Now, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, is an obvious choice, and that's great. That's AA really did a lot for me. I've been to, I don't know, I can't even guess how many meetings I've been to. But unfortunately, in the area I'm living in now, if you're new to this channel, I've mentioned this before, we only have one AA meeting, and it only meets once a week, and it's about a half hour away. But that is no excuse for not going out and engaging in the community, because I found that by me going to church, I was engaging with people and networking and making friends. Going out and doing different things, going to whatever's in your area. If you have like a museum, or if you have a park, or whatever, nature trails, anything like that. Any excuse to get out of the house, out of the environment where you drank in, especially if you're living in the same place where you drank or used drugs, whatever your vice was, whatever your addiction was. I'm not going to call it a vice. It's an addiction. It's a disease. Get out and enjoy the community. Get out and enjoy the day. Go outside. I love going outside with the dogs. Not right at this moment because everything is nasty outside, because we got about 8 inches of snow that's now melting. But just enjoying the sunshine and living life. That's a big statement that I want to make, is if you are in early sobriety, or even if you've been sober for a long time, you've heard that phrase at some point, dry drunk. And that is a real thing, because if I had gotten clean and sober and came home and still just stayed in the house, watched TV, even though I wasn't drinking, I'm not living life. I'm not enjoying things. My wife and I can go to the store now. We've lived in southern Oklahoma here since 2021. And I've gotten out and met so many people now that I can't go to the store, and I'm not exaggerating on this. Whenever we go out, we run into somebody that we know and end up having a conversation with somebody, and usually laughing or, gossiping, all that stuff. All that stuff that you do when you're enjoying life sober. And it's amazing. So how is silver helping me? Well, it's helping me network, for one thing. Like I did that fractional silver challenge. That was something fun for me. It was engaging in a community. It was responding to people I've never met before, but who I consider like-minded people. They watch my YouTube channel. I watch theirs. And I almost feel bad, guilty, if I go a day and haven't caught up with some of the content creators out there, because I feel like they're thinking, man, this guy, he's just doing whatever. I know that didn't make sense, but you get my point. So this is what I'm doing. This is how I engage in the community. This is how I get out and live life, because I have absolutely a wonderful time whenever I can get out and go to the local coin shop, even though it's 45 minutes away. It turns in to a day with my wife, a sober day with my wife. My phone's not, there it goes. It wasn't focusing. Sorry about that. Oh, what else we got? I guess that's really it. I mean, I think it's very key. And sobriety is so much more enjoyable when you let life happen. You find little things that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be stacking silver or, getting into precious metals. Find something that you truly like to do. But I would also say, if you do find something that you like to do, make sure it's something that you have to get out of the house to enjoy. Now, mine, not so much all the time. A lot of it has to do with catching up on silver news, YouTube, content creators, finding out what's new and trying to learn from other more experienced silver stackers, so that not only am I having a good time doing this, but I feel like I'm doing it the correct way. And that's what takes up quite a bit of my time. But I also do get to plan a day where my wife and myself will say, all right, we're going north today to McAllister, or we're going to go south to Texas today. So that's an excuse to go to the local, or I call it a local, it's not really local, but it's an excuse to go to the coin shop. But it's also an excuse to do other things. Maybe go out and have lunch, go check out some stores we've never seen. Now, a lot of the little towns that around me here where I live in southern Oklahoma, they have the main street with, the stores, the old stores, antique stores, jewelry stores, things like that. And it just turns into a good day. And we're out enjoying life. We're enjoying each other's company. I'm enjoying life because I'm sober. She's enjoying life because I'm sober. And I just feel that is key to do that, to enjoy life, because addiction took so much from us and takes so much from us. And it's always hiding, and it's just waiting for that one weak moment when we let our guard down, and it can pounce on us again. And it can happen at any time. But if we're living life, loving ourselves, and enjoying life, it ain't got a chance. Addiction ain't got a chance. So with that, I'll wrap up this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm not going to put a deadline on it, because in sobriety, small goals are key, and small goals that are achievable helps a little bit. So let's go with 800 by the end of January. So with that, if you guys have stuck around this long, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And you guys have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. I will see you in the next video.